Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're back here, Team Toyota of Princeton, to check out this 2024 Toyota Grand Highlander. This is the hybrid limited trim. So we have the regular hybrid with the limited trim, kind of middle of the road in the Grand Highlander hybrid range. Above this you would get the limited hybrid max and the platinum hybrid max. All-wheel drive, black leather interior. We're going to check out this Grand Highlander hybrid, see what it's bringing to the market, see if this is that midsize plus three-row SUV you should buy for comfort, convenience, and for MPGs. So let's dig in. Front end of the Grand Highlander with the blueprint. Love it, with the chrome on the grille. Up top, Toyota badge in the middle. LED lighting all the way around, including the fog lamps. Functionality in the grille, top and bottom, functional side air curtains. It's a really good looking Grand Highlander front end. As we move around to our wheel and tire setup here on Grand Highlander, what do we have going on here? We have a 20-inch machined aluminum alloy wheel. This one all silver, Toyota badge on the center cap. Standard brake and rotor package. Now these 20-inch wheels are wrapped in Continental cross contact all season tires. 255 on the width of 55 series sidewall 20s, all four corners, all-wheel drive. Moving on out, the blueprint with the flat black around the wheel wells and down on the door sills. Let me know what you think. The big boxy shape's going to hold a lot of stuff. Moving on in closer, color match side view mirror, LED turn signals, 360-degree view cameras, color match front and rear door handle. Up top, we got chrome on the roof rails. And then we have the shark fin antenna with the panoramic sunroof. Rear end of our Grand Highlander, we do have the roof spoiler coming off the top, the wiper down below on the glass. I like to see them tuck that up underneath, protect it from the elements in car washes, and make it look a little bit cleaner in the back. Toyota badge in the middle, Grand Highlander underneath that. HEV all-wheel drive on the left for hybrid electric vehicle, limited on the right, all LED lighting on the back as well. Flat black on the rear bumper. We have our tow hitch, 3,500-pound tow max on the Grand Highlander hybrid. So let me know what you think. All right, we're under the hood of this 24 Grand Highlander hybrid limited, and we have a 2.5-liter inline four-cylinder hybrid engine mated to an electronically controlled CVT transmission, 245 net horsepower, 175 pound-feet of torque. This vehicle can tow up to 3,500 pounds. MPGs 36 in the city, 32 on the highway, 34 combined. The engine's minimum octane rating is 87, so you can run this on regular unleaded gas. All right, before we get into this Grand Highlander, you're going to want to know how much. Well, the hybrid's an expensive one. The Grand Highlander is expensive. The hybrid Grand Highlander is more expensive. MSRP base for the 24 Grand Highlander hybrid limited with all-wheel drive, $51,410. Total MSRP as delivered, $55,296. Destination and delivery of $1,395 from Toyota's Princeton, Indiana assembly plant. Total vehicle MSRP from the factory, $56,691. Let's check out the interior. Starting with the driver's door panel, we got black soft touch up top, and then we have the open pore wood design in here. Not real wood, it's plastic, but it looks nice. Then we have a black insert in soft touch, soft armrest with the stitching, flat black on your switchgear, 2 memory seat settings right here for the driver. And then of course we do have power fold mirrors, as you would expect in this Grand Highlander. Footbox, nice large dead pedal brake and accelerator. Floor mats are in the cargo area at this time. Door sill plate silver, says Grand Highlander on either door. Looks good. Driver side with power seats and lumbar. Front passenger power seats without lumbar. Black leather, gray stitching, nice bolstering, nice soft headrest, perforated insert, looking good. Passenger door panel, same as the driver, but we don't have memory seat settings for the front passenger, even though we do have a power seat, but no front lumbar. Up top, we're going to go plastic way up there, then soft touch, then stitching, then an area to lie your phone in. Would have liked to seen that rubberized though. The more open pore wood design into the heat and air vent. There's your USB-C over there for your front passenger to make it convenient, which I like. And down below, nice large glove box. Grand Highlander infotainment system. We got the larger 12.3-inch Toyota multimedia system, wireless CarPlay, Android Auto. However, the nav in here is subscription-based, so you'll have to do that. So I assume most people are going to use their phone for their maps and nav. You got your volume button right over here, not to worry. You can do your music. We can enable our audio. So now we have our Sirius XM plus other radio stations that we can go through on here. Then you can Bluetooth your phone. Here is your vehicle settings with your energy flow, since we do have a hybrid. So they got that set up for you. Your vehicle alerts, trip information, climate, how you want to have your climate set up. You want to sync them together. You want to turn on the rear, and what temperature do you want the rear on. And then you have your options in here as well for your eco, heat, cool, and de-icer functions. So it's a nice, easy setup. We got a regular driver settings where you can set up your Wi-Fi hotspot if you want to do that, or your driver profiles, over-the-air updates. Nice and simple. We go to reverse. Nice large backup camera with trajectory and 360-degree view. Looking beautiful. You can obviously change your displays right here with that button, but overall, nicely done on this larger system. Dual climate control right here for, as you would expect, and then we have 3-stage heated seats, 3-stage ventilated seats for the driver and the front passenger, so that's a good deal. 2 heat and air vents, 4-way hazards. Down below, there's your push button start, USB-C, USB-C, and then here's your camera view down there, and then down below there you got your wireless charging pad. Looking good. Now, here's the gear shift with the leather gaiter and the stitching to go through this eCVT right here. Come down further, electric emergency brake, auto vehicle hold, 2 cup holders, your Grand Highlander hybrid key fob, lock, unlock, pop the tailgate. They got your panic button, Toyota badge on the back, and on the back here it says Grand Highlander. So they got you set there. In here, you got your traction control off, drive modes, which we'll show you when we go to the dash, EV only mode, hill descent control, armrest, fairly firm, but it slides back, and in here, you got a 12 volt and more area for storage. Grand Highlander steering wheel, nice leather wrap wheel, Toyota badge on the horn button with some brushed aluminum to lift it up, round bottom wheel, but I have plenty of room to get in and out of this Grand Highlander. It's huge. On the left, you got your telephone voice commands, volume, controls for your digital dash. On the right, you have your adaptive cruise, safety suite controls, modes for your infotainment, seek for your music. So they got you covered there. No paddles. We do have on the left headlight controls, fog lamp controls, and on the right, front and rear wiper. Down on the left here, adaptive high beams, heated steering wheel on or off, 120 volt AC on or off, pop the tailgate. We do have a manual tilting and telescoping wheel, and then we have the large digital dash right here. Looking good. Now, drive mode action, we have Eco, and there you have it. And then if you push the button in the middle that says normal, it goes back to normal. Then we have Sport, and everything goes to red. We can go back to normal again. And then we have Trail, and only the trail light comes on. Too bad we don't have any rocks or cliffs we're driving over on trail. And then we can turn trail off. So they got you set for your drive modes. But we are missing the snow mode from what I can tell. And if you want to go EV only mode, you just hit that, and on the far left of your dash, a green light that comes up on and says EV mode. And that is that deal. So there you have it. Now, of course, you do have additional information. You can go through, you can change your settings. You can look at your tire pressures and all sorts of other things in here. So it's a nice, easy system to use. You can change your settings. You can use them at blank if you want, but nice and easy, plain and simple to get everything you may want to get up here when you're driving down the road. Overhead console, there's a spot for your shades right there. You want your dome lighting to come on and off when you open and close the door. This button right here that says door, push it in and leave it in. You open the door, lighting comes on, close the door, the lighting will dim out. SOS button in case there's an emergency on the road. Then we have our panoramic roof. The left side here is the shade. You push it, you hold it for a second, and back it goes all the way back over the mid row and almost to the third row. And then on the right side, you just push and hold the button. Wind buffer comes up, glass goes back, and then one touch back, no problem. And once that's closed, then, of course, you got the tilt function too. You just hit press and hold for a second, the shade, and it'll come flying back, no problem. And it's fairly quick, I would say. As we come to our sun visor with vanity and a light, does it slide? Yes, it does. The mid-row captain's chair on this Grand Highlander. Before we get there, we do have the security shade for your back window, so they got you set there. And nice materials back here, I would say. Now we're going to jump on in. Big vehicle, flat roof, no problem getting in. Plenty of room for my head, shoulders, and knees. We got the leather all the way down. We have a pocket behind the front seat on both driver and passenger side. And now we have our rear climate control with 3-stage heated seats for both outboard mid-row seats. And then we do have 2 USB-Cs, and down below you got your home power source. So they got you covered for sure in the mid-row. Door panel on the other side, same as the front with the security shade. Now we have nice leather, perforation, looking beautiful, nice and comfortable. Center armrest, super soft, 2 cup holders. So they got you set back. Getting into row number 3, it's fairly easy. Just pull this lever number 1, and you can push it forward to have room to climb on in. Now we're going to climb on into row number 3. Here we go. Looking good. In the back, 2 cup holders with a USB-C, and that's on both sides. So they got you covered here in row number 3. Now I got plenty of headroom, knee room, shoulder width room, no problem. Easy peasy, 1, 2, 3. Third row seats, we still got the leather, the headrest looking good, the perforation, the whole 9 yards. We officially are 3 across back here, but that'd be a small person in the middle. So officially we're 2, 3, 3 in the back of this Grand Highlander 3-row SUV, and we got a good amount of space back here, as we should, since this is a bigger version of the Highlander. Get in the cargo area of your Grand Highlander, pop it from the key fob, pop it from the dash, come to the back, and underneath the G in Grand Highlander, there's a button, hit it, beeps a couple of times, nice electric assist on the way up, nice electric assist on the way down using this button. Now, with all 3 rows up, 20.6 cubic feet of cargo space, big number here in Grand Highlander. Here we go. Cardboard box has the all-season mats. Here's our portfolio. We lift this up. We got our all-season Grand Highlander floor mat. We open this up, and we open this up. We have a jack and more storage, and underneath here, and the storage for the tonneau cover, and underneath here you got your spare. So thank you, Toyota, for the spare. In the back, here is the subwoofer for this JBL premium sound system that's in here. And then we have our home power source in the back as well. Now, to get the rear seat, the 3rd row down in Grand Highlander, no problem. We're just going to push this button up, and we're going to throw them forward. They're a little bit stiff. The headrests will go down. I think they just need to operate a few times. There we go. Headrests go down. Now we have much more room with the 3rd row down. And let me know if you're even going to need the 3rd row in this Grand Highlander. But in typical Toyota fashion, getting the mid-row down is a 2-handed operation. So I'll be back around with you to show you that. Now, we're at the side of this Grand Highlander, and we have a whole bunch of buttons and levers. The first one up here, if you pull this out, you can slide the seat backwards and forwards, which is good. If you pull number 1, instead of the seat folding flat, it slides down and moves forward so you can get in the 3rd row. So in order to get this to fold flat, you got to pull button number 2, lever number 2, and hold it up. And at the same time with your other hand, you got to pull the lever that's on top of the seat, and it will fold down flat. And that's the operation, 2-handed operation to get the mid-row flat. Come on, Toyota, just give me this one here, and boom, let it fall flat that way, or give me the levers in the back. Either one of the two. But let's get rid of this really old setup that's been in the Highlander and now here in the Grand Highlander. So now we got both mid-row seats down. I did the other one off camera, but as you can see, with all seats down in this big boxy shape, 97.5 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of this Grand Highlander. Window sticker time here for the Grand Highlander. We'll zoom on in. Grand Highlander, hybrid, tough to find on lots right now. There we go, fuel economy. These are the estimates. Here's our standard equipment. You got that JBL speaker system in here, JBL 11 of them. Those are the actual options in the vehicle. And there you have your total MSRP. Let's take this baby out for a spin. All right, we're on our way down the road in this 24 Grand Highlander Hybrid Limited, all-wheel drive, great visibility out the windshield, side glass, side view mirror, rear view mirror, no problem. We do have Toyota Safety Sense 3.0 in here. That gets you all the safety tech, including blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist with the pre-collision. And you also have, as I forgot to mention, a dash cam that's right up here. That was installed at the factory. That's a $499 option for the dash cam. Let me know if you think that's really necessary, but Toyota put one in on this vehicle. But overall though, really good visibility and really good safety tech in here. So that's the way it should be in a $57,000 Grand Highlander Hybrid. No doubt about it in my mind. Drives easy, drives lighter than it is. This is a big, heavy SUV, no doubt about that. But it drives very nice. We also have traffic sign recognition in here as part of that safety tech and Safety Sense 3.0, so that's nice as well. But what I don't have in here is the head-up display. At this price point, I think I should have one, even though I would expect that there's probably one in the Platinum Hybrid Max, which I think there is because we did one of those this year. But at $56,57, I think I need a head-up display on this Hybrid Limited. All LED lighting up front and out back on the exterior of the vehicle for safety, so that's good. And with the electric assist from the electric motor in here, the assisted horsepower, or net horsepower, 245, that's pretty good. Gets the vehicle up to speed, no problem. No worries, it's not going to be fast. And the 2.5 is going to be a little bit noisy under load. Overall, once you take your foot off the accelerator, everything quiets down. Really comfortable ride. We're in normal mode right now. I think that's probably where we'll stay for this drive. But really comfortable. Seats are nice and comfortable. Suspension, nice and soft. Give you that nice SUV ride, because we're designed here to get you, your family, and your gear, and a lot of it at that rate, around town or on road trips or to wherever you want to go in comfort and with reliable service. Brakes, hands off, nice and straight, no problem. And as you could hear some noise, not that bad. And now when we ease off, it's a piece of cake going down the road. Now this is going to wallow in the turn, so here we go, to the left. We got some serious wallowing, but not as bad as some others we've been in, that's for sure. And then down the road we go, easy peasy, 1, 2, 3. All right, now we're going to move up here. We're going to check out our turning radius in this vehicle. Official spec, 19.03 feet. 19.03 feet in this Grand Highlander, which is a good number for such a big SUV. Here we go, and it just whips around. It's got a better turning radius than a Camry. Go figure. And down the road we go. Nice acceleration. No problem wanting for power here in this Limited. Makes me think if you're going to go Highlander Limited, you probably don't need that Hybrid Max setup, even though the Hybrid Max setup gets you a lot more power, right? 362 horsepower and 400 pound-feet of torque compared to the 245, 175 in this. But that's going to obviously cost you a lot more money than this Limited does. But let me know what you think. Toyota Grand Highlander. We've seen the gas-powered Grand Highlanders, and now we've seen 2 hybrid Grand Highlanders. And what do you think about them? Is this the way you would rock? Do you need that mid-size plus, I would say, SUV for your gear and your family? Or can you go down, lower, smaller, like a regular Highlander or something to that effect? Or are you going to go somewhere else with your hard-earned money? Let me know that in the comments as well. But I do want to thank Team Toyota of Princeton for allowing the channel access to this 2024 Toyota Grand Highlander Hybrid Limited in blueprint for review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turning on that notification bell so you'll never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.